Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this skinny scarf. It's simple, beginner friendly and works up really quickly. You can also wear it as a belt or style it as a cute accessory in lots of different ways. Let's get started! For this project you'll need some yarn. I'm using cotton yarn, but feel free to use any yarn you like. You'll also need a crochet hook. I'm using a 2.5mm hook. And of course, you'll need a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle to weave in the ends. We're going to start by making a slip knot. To do this, wrap the yarn around your index and middle finger, making sure it crosses over itself to form an X. Then, place the yarn under your pinky finger to hold it in place. Grab your crochet hook, go under the first strand of yarn and pull the second strand through to form a slip knot. Now that you have the slip knot on your hook, gently tighten it and we're ready to begin the foundation chain. Yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. That's your first chain. Keep chaining until you have the width you want for your scarf. Just make sure you end up with an even number of chains. If you're also planning to wear it as a belt, I recommend measuring it against the belt loops of your jeans to make sure it's not too wide. I chained 10 for mine and that worked out perfectly. Once you've got your desired width, add 2 extra chains. Now, to start the new row, we're going to make a stacked single crochet stitch into the top loop of the second chain from the hook. To do that, insert your hook into the top loop, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. That's your first single crochet. Next, make another single crochet, but this time insert your hook into just the second loop of that stitch. These 2 single crochets sit on top of each other and match the height of a double crochet, so the second one will count as your first double crochet on this row. If you're a beginner, feel free to place a stitch marker in that stitch. It'll help you know where to stop when you come back on the next row. Now, go into the top loop of the next stitch and make a double crochet. To double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the top loop of the chain and pull up a loop. Yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, yarn over one more time and pull through the last 2 loops. And there you have your first double crochet. Now keep going by making 1 double crochet in each chain all the way across the row. And I'll meet you at the end. Since I started with 10 chains plus the 2 extra, I now have 11 double crochets in total, because those 2 single crochets at the start count as the first one. To begin row 2, you would normally make a turning chain, but that often creates gaps along the edges and we want cleaner, more even edges. So instead we'll turn the project clockwise so the working yarn ends up at the back and start with a stacked start. Now make a single crochet into that very first stitch. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. That's your first single crochet. Next, we'll make another single crochet into that second loop, just like we did at the start. This one will count as your first double crochet for this row. Again, if you're a beginner, I recommend placing a stitch marker in that last single crochet. It'll make it easier to find your last stitch when you come back on the next row. Now, chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet into the one after that. That should create a small space like this, and that's exactly what we want. From here, continue the pattern. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next. Repeat this all the way across the row and I'll meet you at the end. Now I'm at the end of the row and my last double crochet goes into that second single crochet from the beginning of the previous row. The one that counts as a double crochet where I placed the stitch marker. This is how your scarf should be looking so far. For the next row, we'll repeat row 1. That means we'll do double crochets across the entire row. Turn your project and once again make a stacked single crochet stitch into the first stitch. That second single crochet counts as your first double crochet. In the previous row, each space was made by skipping one chain. So now continue by making a double crochet into each chain space and each stitch from the previous row. So 1 double crochet into the space, and 1 into the double crochet from the row below. Repeat this pattern all the way across. At the end of the row, you should have the same number of double crochets as you started with. In my case, that's 11. From here on, you'll simply alternate between row 1 and row 2. On row 1, you fill in the row by making a double crochet into every stitch and space. On row 2, you create small spaces by chaining 1 and skipping 1 stitch before your next double crochet. So now we're going to start row 2 again. Keep repeating those 2 rows until your scarf is as long as you want it to be. I've now made 10 rows and this is how the pattern is looking. You can see the edges are nice and even without any large gaps. And it also fits perfectly through the belt loops of my jeans. Keep repeating the rows. Once your scarf has reached your desired length, finish off with row 1, the row made entirely of double crochets. When you're done, cut the yarn and pull it through to fasten off. I made my scarf around 170 centimeters long. Now, all that's left is to weave in the loose ends. Thread the yarn through your needle. This is the right side of the scarf, but I like to weave in the yarn on the wrong side. That means the rows made only with double crochets should be facing the wrong way when I weave the yarn in. Once you've woven in both ends, your scarf should look something like this, with repeating rows and clean, even edges. And that's it, your skinny scarf is done. I hope you enjoyed making it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more crochet projects. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.